get your heart going, I don't know what does.
Alley-oop Watkins. Penn State sweeps the Buckeyes.
Shot clock turned off. For the third time this season, Penn State has defeated Ohio State.
3 times this year, Penn State faced Ohio State, and all 3 times the Nittany Lions left the floor victorious. Penn State head coach Pat Chambers kind enough to join us today. Pat, those 3 wins came in various locations. 1 home, 1 away, 1 on a neutral floor at the Big Ten tournament. What should those wins tell the selection committee about your team?
I think, you know, when you beat a top 25 team like Ohio State and how good they are, they finished second in our league, that we're deserving of a bid, that we're an NCAA tournament team. You look at our metrics, we're right there. We're top 30 in Ken Pom, top 30 in BPI, and 38th in the SAG. So we played consistent basketball. I think that's the other thing that says. I mean, once Josh Reeves came back, he was out for a few games there. We really started to take off. Our identity really started to shine through. We defended, we rebounded, we took care of the basketball. And that's why I think you're able to win some games against a top 25 team, especially on a Friday night at the Garden, which I know you were there. I mean, what a great win for our program. What a great play by Tony Carr to hit Josh Reeves. But it was more than that. It was the steal. The night before was the charge by Shep. I mean, those little things, I just think have put us in position to win some games, not just make it, but win some games in the NCAA tournament.
In addition to missing Josh for part of the regular season, you lost Mike Watkins late in the year. He didn't play a single minute in the Big Ten tournament during that run. How should the committee factor that into their decision?
Well, we have some depth. You know, we readjusted, we recalibrated a little bit. Playing without Mike's difficult. He's a double-double machine. He's one of the top shot blockers in the country. I think he was top 5 in field goal percentage. So, and we were able to readjust, recalibrate, and figure it out. And that's what good teams do. That's what great teams do. That's what elite teams do. And I think that's what we're showing by those wins down the stretch and winning 2 games in the Big Ten tournament.
Pat, I had the chance to chat with Chris Holtmann as well today, and he said that he coached against a lot of bubble teams when he was a head coach at Butler, and he said that your team is, quote, unequivocally better than almost every single one of those bubble teams he coached against. What's your reaction to that comment?
I think Chris is a great guy. And I appreciate him saying that. I mean, that's the type of, you know, all the coaches have been saying very positive things, endorsing us. Matt Painter, obviously Chris today. But that's what it's about. We know we've played against some bubble teams. We've watched other bubble teams. I'm watching TV very closely after the last 24 hours. And I think we're just a better team. I think we'll fight, we'll compete, we'll scrap, and I think we can get a couple wins in the NCAA tournament. That's why we were able to win a couple in the Big Ten tournament at the Garden, because we are a good team. When you put us all together and we have all the pieces. I mean, we did lose down the stretch there without Mike that one game, but we had to readjust what we were doing. We were able to do that and still find our way to 21 wins and 9-9. And usually when you're 9-9 and you have 2 Big Ten wins in the conference championships, history says you're going to be in the Big Ten tournament or the NCAA tournament.
Pat, when I went to college, really small school. 4 quads made up the entirety of campus. Now, 4 quads appear to make up the entirety of the holy grail of NCAA tournament resumes. Are we assessing teams the right way?
I'm not sure yet. I got to see how this all comes about at the end of this. I mean, I hope they put a lot of value and stock in the analytics, in the metrics of what everybody's doing. Because when you look at Penn State basketball, we've been extremely consistent. I mean, we haven't lost a game all year by more than 12 points. I mean, we're right there with Villanova, Virginia, Purdue, Duke, of one of the only few teams to be able to do that. So I hope they put more value into the metrics. And if that means quad 1, quad 2, because we have a couple, obviously 3 in quad 1 and a couple in quad 2, I mean, that puts us right where we need to be an NCAA tournament team. But after we see what happens on Sunday, again, I think there's going to be massaging and tweaking and seeing how we can do it even better. But I think I like this way much better than the past.
Lastly, Pat, sometimes teams make big plans for Selection Sunday. Sometimes they want to chill, relax, keep it inside the family. What are your plans for Sunday?
We're going to chill, keep it inside the family. I think this staff has worked so hard over the past 7 years. These players have worked so hard. Shep Garner for 4, Julian Moore for 5. And then obviously we're built on sophomores right now, which bodes very well for Penn State basketball and its future. I think it's just really important for us to take it all in and really cherish this Sunday and this selection show together. So we're just going to watch it in our film room and look forward to seeing our name come up.
Sounds good. Good plan to me. Pat Chambers, Penn State head coach. Pat, as always, we appreciate the time. Best of luck. Hope you hear your name called on Sunday night.
Thanks a lot. Take care.